Seem to be getting any better for a lot of the journalists covering what's going on over there. We're going to roll some of the unbelievable pics they've been taking coming up.
It's another pic from inside somebody's room there. Plus, a visit from world-renowned artist Jay Gaskins and a private look at some of our latest creations. They're really cool. That and a whole lot more is coming up.
First Coast Living starts now. Welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Casey Black DeSantis.
And I'm Nick Lorraine. Thank you for joining us, and happy Canadian Maple Syrup Day.
Well, you know, there's a day for everything.
There is.
I didn't know you put that in there.
I did.
Well, now we all know.
In there. They just announced it like 2 years ago, but it's Canadian Maple Syrup Day. It's also Lame Duck Day, but I thought I like maple syrup.
Take your pick.
So there you go.
All right. 15 seconds you'll never get back. We are I'm just kidding. We are so excited about the show coming up today because we have a lot of really great segments. Jeannie James coming up. She joins us pretty much once a month now, giving us just unbelievable content. One of the things she's talking about are the 3 things that are preventing you from losing that belly fat. No matter how hard you might be working out, no matter how many sit-ups you might be doing in a gym, there's just some things that are holding you back. So we're going to find out what they are, still to come. And we're so excited about this author also who's going to be here, Ziggy Buckley. And she is burning up social media. She is the author of Next Time Lucky, How to Find Mr. Right. And people are wanting her advice on how to find Mr. Right this day and age. And we're going to get her take.
Absolutely. Actually, I put it on Facebook last night. I just asked people, I said, we're going to have the matchmaker herself is going to be here, so do you guys have any questions? And it just blew out. We must have like 50 or so on the Facebook page right now. So I got one for you. You ready for this?
We're going to hit you up early.
I'm going to hit you up. We're gonna get this started. Okay. Linda Crow asked the question. So my question seriously is, where do you meet people that are genuinely looking to meet someone that is over the dating scene and actually looking for a relationship?
Okay.
Where would they?
Where is that?
Well, there's no quick answer and a quick fix for that. I can give you a few tips about that, but my bottom line is go to a matchmaker. It's like outsourcing your social life, your love life, to an expert, as if you were looking for a professional and a job hunter.
And you know, we were talking right before that. Thank you so much. She's coming up. And we were talking before this the show started. And she says it's so important to go to a matchmaker because you know not only are you serious, but the other person is going to be serious. That they're really, if they're going to go to a matchmaker and say, hey, here's my life, help me find the right person, that they're in it for the right reasons.
But I did see some other things on the Facebook page, people saying they did matchmaker and that people were lying about some of the things. So we got to find out a little more of that info because I want to know what's going on.
Well, and then it's like,
because they're saying, well, I'm looking for a relationship, and they're saying they are, but then when I meet them in person, they're actually just looking for a hookup.
Well, we'll have to find out.
Yeah.
We'll have to go in depth. And also, it'll be good, and especially with Valentine's Day right around the corner. One of the good ways, if you want to attract somebody, is if you can cook a good meal. And I'm trying to learn every day. I'm getting this much closer.
Fellas, you can cook for ladies too.
Great questions that you submitted on Facebook. How do I find the perfect mate at any age? Matchmaker extraordinaire Ziggy Buckley is coming up next. With online dating on the rise, the dating game is really changing, especially for women. Finding the right guy these days can be very complicated and frustrating. Ziggy Buckley, a former matchmaker and author of Next Time Lucky, How to Find Mr. Right, is here with some advice on surviving the modern dating world. Thanks so much for being here, Ziggy.
It's a pleasure.
So, listen, okay, I just want to dive into this because you are a former matchmaker,
right?
And you're also writing about your experiences. Having gone through a divorce and then now finding Mr. Right.
There we are. You're right. I found myself unattached at the age of 40, and where do you go when you're coming out of a long-lasting relationship, out of a marriage? And you find it's a different scene to the age when you were dating in college or something like that.
Sure.
So, especially when you have children and you have time restrictions on your hand, you work long hours, so you kind of don't know where to go and what to do. I did some research and found that a lot of people were in the same situation, and I opened my own dating agency. I became a matchmaker. I lived in Ireland at the time, and Ireland has a long history of matchmaking, so I did that for a living quite successfully. I had a startup business, and I didn't date any of my own clients because that was a big no-no.
Yeah, that would be a little.
So,
although you would of the litter. I'm just saying.
That's what somebody said to me at the cream of the crop, but it didn't work that way. You don't want to get mixed up with that. So anyway, when the internet actually took over the one-on-one dating game at the one-on-one dating agency that I had, online dating became so popular, and that is your one-stop shop to go maybe for your normal average person to do that, because matchmakers take more money. By the same token, if you go to a matchmaker, you know you have a professional at hand who does some vetting for you. What I did, I vetted my own clients, and people who go to a matchmaker, they're serious about it. They really look for a new partner. If you pay money for it, you can imagine that you're serious about it and don't just want to be hooked up for the night or something.
What, how do you even go about finding a matchmaker? Do you Google this? I mean, like hookmeup.com?
Yes, actually, you can Google everything. Google for dating agency, and there are so many out there that specialize in certain needs or in certain requirements, like if you have certain values or if you live in a certain part of the country, obviously.
They can help you. It's almost like a travel agent, right?
Yeah, well, you can read up on that.
Yeah.
There's quite a few chapters on that, and you can learn about my experience. It's not easy, and you have to prepare yourself. You actually have to be ready for the dating game and for online dating.
That's what you and I were talking about before the segment started, and you said, listen, you have to prepare yourself mentally before you even get into the game. Why is that so important?
Well, that is my first question, really, to everybody, not just to women. Are you really ready for a new relationship? Because if you're grieving over a lost relationship, you're not really ready, and you bring the baggage from a previous relationship into a new one. And then again, what are your expectations from your previous marriage, maybe? Is your ex still the yardstick of your expectations? Can anybody measure up to your expectations?
Does time really heal all wounds? I mean, you see with a lot of your clients who have gone through maybe a bitter divorce, does it take some time to get over it? And can they recover?
It absolutely helps. I mean, if you lost somebody through death, that's a totally different story. But if you're divorced, let's say, you know yourself, you have a gut feeling, I'm ready for a relationship, and I don't live in the past anymore. You never live there, and don't let it mess up your future, because you're living in the here and now. And you always have to put yourself out. You know, you have to be proactive. That's my motto that I told my clients. You can't, I don't believe in fate, and you can't sit back at home watching a soap or something like and eat a takeaway and wait for opportunity knocking on your door. That's not how it happens. You have to go to venues, you have to put yourself out into a position where other people are who are looking for partners. Let your friends know. Let your friends set you up on a blind date, for example. Put the word out like you're looking for a job, you know.
Yeah, well, I guess that's true. But for a lot of people, you know, especially if you're divorced and you have children, I mean, it's hard to get out there at night. It's hard to think.
It is.
And then when you get the time, you okay, I got the babysit. Where the heck am I going to go? Am I,
Right,
you know, am I going to a bar?
Well, first of all, if you're really new to the new dating game after 10 or 20 years or whatever, try to go out with a couple of friends in a group like you used to do when you were in college. And don't go on a one-on-one if you're not totally ready for it. Unless you have, let's say, spoken or emailed to people that you have met online and you feel comfortable to actually meet them in the flesh.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you do met?
Yeah, it's a meet. Well, it's not a physical meet. Everybody can hide behind emails and all that. After you can hide behind a profile. You can put up a wrong picture that, or the man can put up a picture that is 10 years. I met people like that. If you read that,
They use their picture of high schoolers.
Oh yes, and the men lie about their weight. They lie about their height. Women lie about their age, for example. So, but as soon as you meet them, you know, that's the proof of the pudding.
Let me ask you, because we're short on time. Can you go to online dating sites or go to the internet to get that first introduction if you can't physically get out, and at least use that?
Absolutely, that's the best idea. And the exact steps, my dating tips at the end of the second edition of the book give you a step-by-step guide what to do and how to go about it when you really go down that venue, online dating. To be careful, certain security measures have to be in place and all that, and be prepared that you might meet a few weird people out there, like in real life. As I said, I met a few of them, and it's quite a sassy, it's quite a raunchy ride that I experienced. Oh yeah, it's
really?
the story is the major part of the book. And when I talked to an expert in the dating field, Dr. Tranquility in New York,
Is that really his name?
her name,
Her name?
Lydia Belton, she had me on her show, and she said, do you have a step-by-step guide? And I said, that gave me the idea to get a second edition of the book and add that to the existing story, which is that. So there are the tips, what to do. Be yourself, never give up, put yourself out there.
They're going to give up on this interview and they're going to kill me in the book.
Lightning might happen, be prepared.
All right, bless your heart. Thank you so much, Ziggy, for being here.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Joey's like, I gotta go. I gotta go. All right, if you want to order her book the next time you want to, what is your website? It is just.
Well, it's just Next Time Lucky, or go to Amazon, my name, Next Time Lucky, it'll pop up, both editions.
All right, we're giving away a copy. You can just text the word love to 25543 by 3 p.m. today. Again, 18 years or older to enter. One winner must be chosen at random. The winner will have to come here to the station to pick it up. And still to come on First Coast Living, what to look for and how to pick up the perfect rose for your loved one. Once you find that person, we're going to have our expert who's coming up in minutes.